Alright folks, so I just finished with the first part of the game, and I just wanted to share a couple places that I found while traveling to Jabul Waters. Maybe you might have missed them, I don't know. But here's the first one. It's the Suthorn Prairie. I figure that's how you say it. You gotta get this spider you see right there. It's called Tula. I think you're saying that right. And I usually just use fire. If you light it up, it just starts moving around like really fast. But it's super useful. It helps you climb mountains and whatnot. All you have to do is just bind to it and you can crawl up just about any hill. I'll show you how to use the Clawtula a little bit later. But for now, we're just gonna keep on going. I missed that heart piece. I assume you're supposed to put a crate or something in the middle and then you just crawl up the wall. But, oh well. And there's this guy, you just help him out. I like to use a few Ignazols against these moblins. It usually does the work. I don't know what that screeching is really weird. I wish we just had like what we had in Tears of the Kingdom with the horn. But anyways, I'm not a developer, right? What would I know? So this guy, he gives you about 20 gems, which is nice. It's just enough to get you started. You'll need it a bit later when you want to get some flippers for when you get to Jabul Waters. So I'm just trying to stack up a little bit of money on my way there. From there, there's this hill. There's this, not hill, but this cave. This cave right here is where you first need to use the Clawtula. You got one guy in here. He's trying to cause a little trouble. Just take care of him so he gets out of your way. Again, when you light him on fire, they start moving around really fast. So you'll try to want to take him out quickly if they're lit up. But he actually has quite a bit of health. I'm surprised. It seemed like he has like 10 health maybe, something like that. Maybe somebody can help me do the calculation. But yeah, so as you can see, I'm just trying to get it to go straight up. It took me some time to just line up things the way I want it to go. But once you reverse bind, it takes you right up the hill, and you get the red rupee, and then you go to the chest, and bam, you got a purple rupee. That's 50 rupees. We're no longer brokies out here. You see that? You see that? I'm helping you out. Alright, moving on. I'm just gonna move past these Octoroks. I don't really like using them too much. They're okay. But if you haven't echoed them yet, you should. They kinda do stuff, I guess. There's also this guy right here. He just has a couple things blocking the road. I usually just use the Ignazol, light the crates on fire, keep moving. Pretty straightforward. It's not that hard to miss, to be honest. Okay, once you got the crates burned, you're just gonna move the rock out of the way, and then the path will be pretty much open. You talk to him again. Apparently he's scared of my echoes, so you gotta get rid of that. And now it'll let you talk to him. Alright. He says, thanks for getting the junk out of his way. Okay, not sure what I was gonna do. I mean, I just feel like he could have figured out how to do it if he just wasn't sitting there crying the whole time. But, you know, it's just a video game, right? We gotta be helpful. And he also gives you a 20 rupee. Pretty nice. You know, again, just a little something. Just a little something to get you by. So I stopped by this place as well. If you kept going up the hill, you'll come by here. I like this spot because it has a bunch of level 2 moblins, which are amazing echoes for fighting. I mean, I use it all the time. But there's one that's actually a little better, which I'm gonna get to later. The only thing is it's a bit costly. The good thing about the moblins is the moblins are cheap, so you can spam them. Two triangles is, it only takes 2 triangles. 2 triangles is nothing. I mean, you could just keep doing it and doing it. You see, like I'm doing here, every once in a while they'll end one of my echoes. I'll just make another one. And then you can go to this chest and get something that's super duper valuable, super worth your effort. Get a monster fang. I still didn't figure out what to do with the monster fangs yet. But yeah, you get a 10 fresh milk that was inside of a chest. Interesting. So from there, I'm just gonna keep on following up the path. You can stop by this guy, get your stamp. Eventually I'll figure out what these stamps do. I'm just trying to get through this game and comment on it while I play, so that it's just more, there's more novelty to it that way. And if you didn't notice, there's this weird patch of grass on a little tiny plateau. You can get a might crystal there. The might crystals are used for upgrading your sword. So in case you missed that, you got that there. Keep going past that and get past these annoying jumping eye things. Oh, man, I can't stand those. It just takes forever for your echo to hit them because they keep jumping around everywhere. And then you see this guy, this bad boy right here, that wolf. He's great. He's great. He's super tough, but he's great. I'm gonna get a bed and rest up. You know, you gotta tech the bed. You jump out, you jump back in. You jump out, you jump back in. Makes you heal faster. If you play the game, you know what I'm talking about. But anyways, I'm gonna rest up before fighting this guy because he is fast. Watch. See that? I can't even spin dodge this guy. So I'm gonna go up there real quick. That was a close call. And I'm just gonna spam him with moblins. He pretty much knocks out moblins in 2 shots. So you just gotta keep spamming him. Eventually he'll get worn down. Takes a while. He's a fast boy. He's a fast boy for sure. Look at that. Just bob, weave, bob, weave, bob, weave. Crazy. With a little bit of patience, you'll eventually be able to wear him down. He seems to have, what is it? Maybe around like somewhere between 15 and 20 health. But the wolf pulse is great. I use him. I'm going to be using him a lot more often if I can. Again, he's just a little expensive, so that's probably the only thing that would stop me from using him. Okay, now I'm gonna go down towards the east. The path that I'm taking takes you towards Hyrule Castle. I'm gonna stop at this pit over here, and I'm gonna put the Woofles to use. I'm gonna show you what it can do. Look at that. I will say this though, the Woofles doesn't do as well when you're in open areas. But if you're in a closed area like this, the Woofles does great because the lunge has great range. It's just that once the wolf misses the lunge, there's a long cooldown on attack. I should have probably cut down that grass there in the middle, but I just wasn't thinking about it at the time. But I did go back and check it out. It actually has a hero's might underneath there, so you could go there and you could just get one of those stones. I don't think I've seen Princess Zelda. I've only got Link here, so I don't know. This is Legend of Link for a reason. Come on now. So I like to stop by this one area so that I can get a level 2 sword moblin. That blue thing right there, he's kind of hard to defeat, to be honest. I tried the wolf at first, but the wolf doesn't work because it can block most attacks. And then I tried holding on to it so that it couldn't attack. That didn't work either. You just kind of resisted that. And now I have the Ignazol in my hand out. And I was just going to burn it until it gets defeated. But that didn't work either because his sword speed is too fast and you can't burn him if he blocks it. So I was in a little bit of a conundrum here. And I was thinking of things I could do to defeat this thing because he pretty much blocks everything. He doesn't get baited with the food. But then I finally thought of an idea. I'll just use the plants just to knock him out. So one behind him, one in front of him, and eventually it wore him down. The thing is, I can't even make the swords too close to him because apparently his sword has 2 hitboxes. He has a hitbox directly behind him as well as a hitbox in front of him. See, watch this. He knocks out both of them. I mean, come on now. Come on. He's clearly supposed to be vulnerable from behind, but he's actually not. But and he can hit him through the fence. Like that hitbox is nuts. Eventually he gets taken down though. Eventually. And all of that work for what? We finally got the Moblin level 2. That's nice. Yes, that's what it was all for. It was all for him. Cause he's great. He's great. The only thing is just don't let him hit a wall or something, because then he'd get staggered. And I got another monster stone out of that. Gonna keep on going. I just like to fast forward. You don't need to watch me just doing nothing. And we stopped by this area. So this area has that bird over there. That bird's pretty useful. He has a lot of health, and it attacks from above. So I noticed the birds seem to do a better job at not missing their target because they're attacking from above. So they're great. This bird in particular, the beak is really strong, so it can even destroy the urchins that I'm spawning. And that whole thing takes a while, but eventually I take them out, and I also get the level 2 Carmadillo. Level 2 Carmadillo, I haven't found any particular use for it yet, but it does move significantly faster than the level 1 Carmadillo, so I'm assuming that's the main advantage. I also believe it can smash through crates as well, so that's useful if you need to smash through a stack of crates. I'm gonna just continue my way down the hill. I'm gonna try to get up here and then see what's in this cave. I like the caves in this game. They're pretty good. I have this puzzle right here. I believe what you're supposed to do is supposed to pull the rock back, and then you're supposed to push it forward. But I found it just easier just to make a crawchula. A crawchula will just go forward and then just jump on the button for you. Easy as 1, 2, 3. Why go through all that extra work? You feel me? But yeah, that's how I did it. You could do it however you want, but the crawchula does the job. And another mic crystal from there. I have quite a few of those. I gotta make it back to the lab and upgrade my sword a couple times with all these hero mites I got. I'm gonna just keep on moving. I tried to check out the area a little bit, see what else was there, and decided that I didn't really see anything of interest. So I'm just gonna go up the hill. I see this rock formation over here. Anybody who plays Zelda games know that a rock formation means something's supposed to be going on. I don't know yet, but we'll see. It must be something. And there was nothing in that particular area, but I just kept following the hill because I knew something had to be up there. There's always something. And here we go. X marks the spot. Another hero's mite right there. Not hero's mite. Mite crystal right there, just waiting for you. Maybe you missed that, and I'm just gonna go a little bit higher. I'm gonna see what's up here, and I believe I just hit the boundary of the game. I like this game how you can just climb the trees if you want and just go wherever. There's really not much limitations. It almost feels like a Tears of the Kingdom or Breath of the Wild, but somehow 2D. And obviously the mechanics are a little different, but the lack of limitation in the game is just absolutely gorgeous. And I finally made it to Jabul Waters. There's this thing in the way. It's that doorway over there that's cracked. I believe I'm supposed to knock it down with a bomb. I'll eventually get to that and take care of it. Or I can probably use a bomb fish. I hear that's in this game. I haven't seen it yet. I'm gonna grab these flippers. You need these flippers so that you can swim a little faster. It's a water level, so why would I not get the flippers? You know, it's just water level flippers. You know, just like any old Zelda game, right? And I keep moving. There wasn't much inside those huts, I believe. It was just some people. So I didn't really bother with them too much. I just skipped past that. And here's this chest over here hiding in the water. If you're not paying attention, it's kind of in the shadows, so like it's a little hard to see, but there's 20 rupees in there. Help you stack up some bread, you know? And back down the hill. I just wanted to see what else is there. Got to get this waypoint because this map's not big, but like it's better just to get the waypoints rather than keep walking around. And now there's a couple puzzles here. So this first puzzle is not that bad. All you're gonna do is you're just gonna wait until you get right in front of the crate that's behind the gate, and you're gonna bind to it. And as you bind to it, you'll be able to slide it over onto the button. And voila, it's open. From there, you're just gonna head out, go to the next room. So this room, similar idea, but this time it has multiple ledges. So as you know, when you bind to something, it follows you, which includes the jump. So if you bind to it, and then you stay on top of the crate and you just jump, you can make the crate slowly go higher and higher, eventually till you're at the top, and then you just push the crate back a little bit so that you can get it on the button and move on to the next room. This room right here had me puzzled for quite a bit. I was not actually getting it, and I admire Legend of Zelda for putting this puzzle out here because it had me quite confused for a little bit. But once I got it, I got it. So this time, instead of pulling the crate where you want it to go, this time you're gonna follow the crate. And if you follow the crate, you'll stay attached to it. Otherwise, if you don't stay attached to the crate, what will happen is the crate will swing outwards on the current, making it impossible for you to catch the crate again as it makes a circle around the island in the middle. Again, it was actually a pretty good puzzle because it took me a minute, but you get a whopping 100 rupees from this, so it's a puzzle worth trying to figure out. It's probably, I think 100 rupees is actually the best monetary prize I got in this run so far, to be honest. I'm gonna keep on moving. I pretty much got most of the things that I wanted to get before starting this dungeon. I just figured I'd get myself more prepared. Let me get this stamp. The stamp guy isn't inside of buildings and caves, but apparently he has a spot in the middle of the river. Make it make sense. Anyways, I didn't really know what was inside here until I got here, but this is the beginning part for the Jabul Waters quest. You just got to get your 2 chiefs into here at some point. I didn't know that, so I just went inside just to see. And of course I had to get this waypoint. Now you can see where I'm at. I'm over towards the northeast corner of the map currently. I'll follow the river a little further down. And if you just keep going, you'll eventually reach the ocean. There's a smoothie guy there. He wants you to get some bubble kelp. I didn't find too much bubble kelp, but I found one bubble kelp when I defeated one of the crabs. It seems like the crabs are holding it. Not the ones in this particular area, but if you keep going towards the west, eventually you'll come across an area with a bit more grass and you'll see some that will drop it. And I'm just gonna end this video at this spot right here at this fishing village. I'm gonna get this fish for a quest that I'll do a little later, but I want to show you this chest over here that's hiding in the water. What you're gonna do is you're just gonna bind to it. And once you do that, you're gonna tug on it a bit. You'll pull it out of the sand, and then you're gonna bind to it one more time and then drag it towards the shore so that you can finally open it. And just like that, sir, you got you another 20 rupees. All right, so I'm gonna give it a break for now. Let me know in the comments if there's something I missed. I hope I showed you guys a few places that you might have missed or a few items that you might have missed. Thank you for watching. Goodbye.